All right, Shalom. I want to start by saying, Kohallah, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kakadash, double honor to the Apostle of Israel, aka the Apostle of Great Millstone, and peace and love to all the Akim, continue to preach the truth and all truth sincerity. All right, real quick, obviously the talk of the town now. I personally, for one, don't like to, like the viral things. Like I usually don't talk about too much because, brothers like put in enough, you know what I'm saying? But this one right here, I couldn't resist. I had to join in on the fun on this one, man. So obviously, as we all know, that something happened with a riverboat situation in Mobile, Alabama. Now, if you know anything about America, Mobile, Alabama, that part of the country is still very, very much in tune with the old way of life. Okay, be it Jake or Esau, you know what I'm saying? So like, they understand how we can go toe to toe like that. That was the thing down south. Up north is where Jake has this mentality that for some reason it's all peachy, but it's really not. So when these things now more and more of these tense events are happening, now it's like what's going on. But now you see what the Lord did. See, remember Esau's blessing was a sword. But check this out though. The Lord can have it to where y'all always put in a situation where you're always outnumbered, just like how y'all did us back in the times of slavery, post-slavery, pre-slavery, in the time of all the way back in the time of Babylon, when you was helping the Babylonians get us. Your track record runs very, very deep in oppressing us. Okay? So what happened to you was warranted over there in Mobile, Alabama. Now, of course, I don't want to get provocating violence, because that's not it. But you see what happened. And they started it. They got arrested too. The Edomite people that was in that situation. One guy, he got both his eyes is swelled up. It's going to get, man, and this is all biblical prophecy, and that's what everybody's been saying. Like, this is the Wadi Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, because the Lord had that happen at a certain time to set a certain precedent, set a certain vibe. Now, even though people try to get out of, it's like a little bit before football season, college, Alabama, now these spirits, but now we're in a time where the spirits are more roused up. So it could be at any moment where the spirits will get roused up, and the battle of the war in the womb will take place right on earth. And that's the battle in the womb between Jacob and Esau, man. When the two warred in the womb. They struggled the two in the womb. Jacob came out with his hand on the hill of Esau. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord said, we're going to be a terror unto the other nations, man. Starting with Esau, man. He's the #1 nation that's going to get it excruciating, humbling, humiliating, embarrassing, put into captivity incidents, man. You're gonna be made so low through the names. Remember the names. Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. Now, granted, those people in Mobile, Alabama, they wasn't coming in the name of the truth, but we talk about the spirit and what the event that took place, how it could relate to prophecy, and it could relate to plenty of prophecies, a lot of prophecies actually. Very, very much a lot of prophecies that one event alone could link with, man. But I'm gonna go into the book of Zechariah, because it ain't just to Esau, Edom, man. It's to all the other nations, man. Remember that the Lord addressed all the other nations, man. Not just Esau, Edom, but just Esau, Edom is #1. You're numero uno. Starting with them small hats, them top hats, and all the rest of the dukes of Edom. The Lord has your number, and the Lord said it was about time the cup is going to pass through unto thee. The cup was going to come unto thee. The cup, you was going to have to swallow and drink every drag of it, man. You have to drink every drag of this double recompense, man. The Lord says come for you. Yeah, the Lord's going to allow you to get some jakes in the meantime over here on this side of your kingdom. But remember, this is the last bit. And the Lord's still going to have you getting fucked up. The Lord going to still have, remember, the Lord don't care about old woman, whatever. If the shit goes down, it goes down. You didn't care about how it went down when y'all was killing us all those years, all those centuries over here in America, ripping the babies out the wombs. The Native Americans, the so-called Native Americans, Seminole Indians, Taino Indians, Mayan Indians, the so-called blacks, Jamaicans, West Indians, Barbadian. What about all those people? You oppressed all the tribes. The Lord said that all that came against Judah and Jerusalem, man. It ain't just Esau, Edom as the other nations, man. It's all you nations. It ain't just Judah and the house of Israel. It's the whole tribes, all 12 tribes, all 12 sons. All 12 sons of Jacob. That's who this is for. The Lord is coming back, said, to resurrect us, to bring us back to our true estate. Because remember, these heathens are already meant to be slaves. We weren't meant to be slaves. We were meant to be servants. We were meant to be served. We were meant to rule everlasting life. And the Lord said he's about to give that to us when YAHAWASHI comes back. And all the signs, all these events that's pointing to it, all the events in the weather, all the events in the, like with people and the economy and all these things happening, it's all leading towards the last bit of prophecy before YAHAWASHI returns. That's why that happened in Mobile, Alabama. And it seems fitting that it happened in Mobile, Alabama, man. The countries of the country, man. Where they still like I said earlier, they still take on the old way of life. Sundown towns, all that good stuff. So, no, now I'm gonna get to the scriptures. Okay. Okay, now, in the book of Zechariah, the 12th chapter, you know what? I know I said the second verse, but I'm gonna just start at the top. Now, if you look at the Bible I have presently, it says, so Zechariah, the 12th chapter, starting at the top, it says, Jerusalem, see, it says Jerusalem, not Judah or Ephraim, it says Jerusalem, that's the whole nation of Israel. It says, Jerusalem is a cup of trembling. That's all it says, that's the caption. I'll show and prove. Jerusalem is a cup of trembling. Zechariah, 12th chapter. So, the book of Zechariah, the 12th chapter, and I'll start at the top. It says, the burden of the word of the Lord for Israel, saith the Lord, which stretcheth forth the heavens, and layeth the foundation of the earth, and formeth the spirit of man within him. So the Lord created all the spirits. Remember, the Lord said he's the father of spirits. Hebrews, the 12th chapter. If you would give your fathers in the flesh reverence, how much more the father of spirits? YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Yahweh created all spirits, every single spirit. And the first spirit he created was YAHAWASHI. That's why YAHAWASHI is so important. YAHAWASHI, this is all for YAHAWASHI. This is all to usher in YAHAWASHI's rulership. So when we see Esau going down more and more, seeing his kingdom go down more and more, seeing him scramble, do the last bit of prophecy, the MOTB, the keepers of the house trembling because what they see was going on in the economy. And most importantly, the tribes are waking up. The nation of Israel is waking up. The Lord said he's coming back to deliver the remnant of his people, the elect. But ultimately, the whole house of Israel, the whole nation of Israel is going to be brought back in the glory of YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. And the rest of the heathens are going to see it. And that's all they're going to be able to do is just reverence and look at the nation of Israel like, yo, these are the gods on earth. And this is purely power from heaven. Because these are the same people. Remember, these are the same people that right now have the power over us. So the Lord is going to take their power, or the power they think they have, he's going to give it to us, and then some, and then some, and then some, and then some. The power coming to Israel shall be like no other. No other nation is going to get the power like YAHAWASHI is going when he come back and give it to the elect first, and then the whole nation of Israel. Be gods on earth. Spiritual beings, spiritual powers, and the control of the elements. But it says verse 2. Now verse 2, here's where it gets good, because that's actually what I captioned it. It says, behold, I will make Jerusalem a cup of trembling unto all the people round about. So they didn't say, oh, well, some of them, oh, you were a nice guy. No, all. So if you come from the seed of heathen, you're going to get this trembling cup from the nation of Israel through YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. That's coming for you. That is coming for you. Coming for you. And you know, and it's funny because, like, you know, you say that, you know, we've been saying this for years and it's happening, and yet people still think like it's like not that. Like, they think it's another vibe. They don't think like so like they can't fathom that this place going on its way out. They can't fathom that it's not going to be like this American way of life. When here it is, they didn't basically destroy that with the whole C-19 movement. They destroyed that. They destroyed regular life. And now we're scrambling. Everything is about keeping afloat more and more. The price of everything going up. Gas, food, insurance, rent. All these things are going up more and more to where they're going to usher in that system, man. They're gonna usher in a new system to where like, yo, listen, none of y'all work. We're just gonna pay y'all. We're just gonna give you an income, a monthly income to all the citizens, and sooner or later you're gonna have to get this. You're gonna have to get this device implanted in you, in your skin. And you ain't gonna be able to do nothing. You ain't gonna be able to function, buy or sell, and so on and so forth, unless you have that mark. Unless you have that. You have to have that. He said, cause of all. But the Lord said the remnant of his people are not gonna get it, man. They're not gonna succumb to the temptation. And that's why you always say, like, yo, I pray to take not thy Holy Spirit from me, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHAWASHI, 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 Raba'ah, Muhammad. Increase our faith, increase my faith, increase brothers around you faith, increase brothers around me faith. Everything, man. Get this show on the road, get this show on the road more and more. The Lord is showing and proving his power, that there are no other gods. Because no other God has done anything else. It's all been what the Lord has said he was going to do. And that's all in here. These other nations are going under Esau still. These other nations, other countries, they still under an Edomite brand. It's just not America no more. Now it's Russia. And they didn't took hold in Russia, and then that's Esau and Moab. The Lord already said what he's gonna do to them too. So what are we really dealing with here? What's about to happen? What the Lord said he's gonna do? He says he's gonna make what? Okay. So Zechariah 12:2. Behold, I will make Jerusalem a cup of trembling unto all the people round about, when they shall be in the siege both against Judah and against Jerusalem, man. So they're gonna come against us, man. They're coming against us. But the Lord is slowly but surely, and not even that slowly anymore. He's surely showing who he wants to protect and who he has love for. The ones pushing his name, the one pushing his word, his truth. Understand that. You have to be. Esau got his salesman selling with all the crap he wants you to do. But the Lord said, yo, come my name, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. My sheep hear my voice. So it could be on the YouTube, it could be out on the streets, it could be anywhere. Anybody get a whiff of your vibe, they could be enlightened, man. They see what you pushing. You gotta remember, if everything is off of vibe, they see what you're pushing. They see that even though they don't subscribe to the names, but they know that what you subscribe to and what it made you, what kind of person it made you turn out to be, man. All right. Verse 3 of Zechariah chapter 12. And in that day will I make Jerusalem a burdensome stone for all people. So if you don't come from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, he's talking about you. So you higher up beliefs, that's talking about you. You Rothschilds. YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI said he's going to get you, man, for what you're doing. The Lord said he's going to get you. Remember Amalek. Remember him. What he did in Egypt when you came out of Egypt after I delivered you. Remember. Who is this that come out of Basra? Sit down. The cup shall pass unto thee, O daughter of Edom. Thus saith YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. You got targets on your back. Just like you put targets on our back, the Lord and the angels got targets on all y'all backs, man. He said a burdensome to all people. That starts now. As soon as the men that was pushing his name, that starts now. Because now he's acting. The Lord is acting. Sooner or later, ain't going to be no prophesying. It's just reporting. Who is this that brings a report? The report. The report that relates to the prophecies, the events that match with prophecies. That's the report. The real life events that match with prophecies. Okay? Together again. Verse 4 of Zechariah chapter 12. In that day, saith the Lord, I will smite every horse with astonishment, and his rider with madness. And I will open mine eyes upon the house of Judah, and will smite every horse of the people with blindness. So imagine that. You got, like, that's an ancient world sense, but imagine now. Their weapons they send against us don't work. You know what I'm saying? Like, really think about that. Like, Esau's using his poison, and he still can't kill Jacob. He can't get rid of Jacob. And you definitely not going to get rid of the prophets. The Lord said you should not be pushed into a corner anymore. They shall bring you into the front of the magistrates. Don't worry about what you're going to say. I will put the words that you will speak in you at that time, if it's meant for you to go through that. That's the times we coming in. That's the report, man. YAHAWASHI is coming. Be prepared. Are you prepared? Of course you're not. But this is to make yourself ready to be even a little bit worthy for mercy. Because the Lord is going to say, the ones that stood so stiffly for my name's sake. So if you not coming to the name YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, and you heard those names, that's not good. This name is supposed to register with you. Yahawah, just like it registers against Esau, like it stings you. It stings you devils, man. It stings you, and it stings our people too that don't want to get right. Because the Lord said he's going to start in sanctuary first, and that's with the house of Israel. 2/3. That's the part of the family you don't want to be with. You don't want to be in that group. Their judgment is going to be as a judgment as a heathen. All right, so verse 5 in Zechariah chapter 12. And the governors of Judah shall say in their heart, the inhabitants of Jerusalem shall be my strength, and the Lord of hosts their God. So this is when the tribes come back together. And the Lord already has it with the prophets, because you got the northern tribes that prophesy amongst with the southern tribes. It's already been put together. The building has already started. The temple has already been built. So now we have to tell in where the chief cornerstone is about to return and complete the mission. To complete the mission, when Yahawashi steps foot back on the earth and gets what's his, the inheritance, the earth. The earth, his people. How is Yahawah saying that he's going to be their God? How is he going to be our God? How is he going to be Jacob's God when he says Yahawashi his only begotten son back to inflict dominion on the earth? Starting with who? His people. It always starts with Israel. Israel, his chosen. That's the only ones. And the Lord said at that time that the house of Jerusalem should be a cup of trembling to all the people round about that were against them. All the nations are against us right now. Plotting against us to keep us down. Everything they do amongst each other is to keep us down. All right, but okay, so Zechariah chapter 12, verse 6. And it reads, the restoration of God's people. That's the 6th verse caption. Hold up. The restoration of God's people. God's people, who? Israel. Yasharallah. That's the people. That's the only people you need. If you were Israel, that's the only people you need to worry about, man. Don't worry about the other nations, man. They're not worried about you. When you were down and out, as we still are, what are the other nations doing? No man shall buy you. No man will redeem you. Only person that can redeem us is Yahawashi, and he's on the way. So hold fast. Stay strong. Stay strong, Israel. Especially the ones that have been out here doing the works on the highways and byways. This is the time to stay strong. Prioritize this. This is the most important thing, no matter what. No matter what nobody tells you. This is the most important thing in your life. This is your life. This is whether life or death. If you get the MOTB, that's death. You have to tell us. So like we have to in our minds know that if we don't get that put in us, that it's going to be a tribulous time, and to trust in the names of what? Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. No matter what. No matter how you gotta shake that shit. Shake that shit and just know that each day at a time the Lord is gonna hold you down. Okay, so the restoration of God's people. So Zechariah chapter 12, verse 6. And that day will I make the governors of Judah like an hearth of fire among the wood, and like a torch of fire in a sheaf, and they shall devour all the people. I said what? They shall devour all the people round about, on the right hand and on the left. And Jerusalem shall be inhabited again in her own place, even in Jerusalem. So that means the people of Jerusalem are going to go back to the land, Jerusalem. Because right now our land isn't defiled with Esau. The same people that Jamie Foxx just apologized to. Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI said he's coming for you. You are the number one enemy. The first of the nations. You are the one doing this. You're responsible for what's going on the earth. And Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI says, greetings, he about to put your ass in slavery, man. That's what's about to happen. No matter what you do to us, no matter what you like, all of the chemtrails and all the poison in the water, no matter what you do, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, so Yahawah in the name of Yahawashi, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, is going to come back and he's going to fry you evildoers, man. He's going to fry the evildoers of his own people and then the evildoers of the other nations. And then put the other nation into slavery. That's what's coming on. That's the future. That's the future. That's the future told. Run and tell that. That's what's about to happen. So, and it says, verse 7, it says, the Lord also shall save the tents of Judah first through what YAHAWASHI came through the loins of Judah, the tribe of Judah, the house of David, Judah, the main son. All right. The Lord also, verse 7 of Zechariah chapter 12, the Lord also shall save the tents of Judah first, that the glory of the house of David and the glory of the inhabitants of Jerusalem do not magnify themselves against Judah. So what? Judah going to be in the top tier of the tribes, head tribe. Salute Yahawah. Who come from Yahawah? YAHAWASHI, the lineage of Judah. But who ultimately, what are we dealing with? The whole house of Israel, the 12 sons of Jacob. That's the Lord's chosen. That's what they hid from us. They hid it from Jacob. The Lord sent his prophets out to tell Jacob, like, you were my chosen. You have I known only out of all the families of the earth. But now the Lord said he's only going to deliver the remnant that listened. The ones, the sheep that heard his voice. Okay? Verse 8 of Zechariah chapter 12. And that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as YAHAWAH. Woo! The house of David shall be as YAHAWAH. YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, the house of David, Judah. The same people that you brought over here in cargo slave ships to serve slavery. They're so-called Negroes. That's the tribe of Judah. Over in the west coast of Africa, that's the tribe of Judah. Benjamin, Levi, the whole house of Judah. Benjamin, Levi, the priests. You put us all to shame. You put us down you put us at the bottom, and you oppressed us more and more. You showed no mercy. You slayed old and young. You showed no mercy. So the Lord said, you're not going to get no mercy. Thus saith Yahawah BaHashem Yahawashi. Esau, Edom, you're not going to receive no mercy. You think that was bad in Mobile, Alabama? That was on carnal shit. But imagine when the Lord intensified these moments to where the moments get crazier and crazier, to where you're going to touch the wrong Israelite, and then it's going to be on. You don't know how the Lord about to shake up he said he about to shake up the heavens and the earth. The earth and the heavens, the Lord Yahawah, BaHashem Yahawashi said he about to shake it when he returns. He going to shake them both. When the angels descend from the heavens, Yahawashi descends from the heavens, it's going to be immaculate. It's going to be things that no man could utter a word. People are going to, men's hearts shall faint them from fear. The brightness of Yahawashi. When he comes to say, I've come back to inflict righteousness on the earth. Righteous judgments go forth from here on out. And that's for eternity. Okay, so it says, they shall be David, and the house of David shall be as YAHAWAH, as the angel of the Lord before them. YAHAWASHI, the head angel. The angel without measure. The only begotten, the first. You know what I'm saying? And to cap it off, this is the last verse. Now, this is the book of, this is Zechariah chapter 12, verse 9. I'm ending off with that. And it shall come to pass in that day that I will seek to destroy all the nations that come against Jerusalem. Hook, set, and match. Who's coming against Jerusalem? 2/3 of our people, but the Lord got them. But then you nations, because the Lord said a trembling cup to the other people. To all other people. It didn't say to Israel. Because Israel at that time is going to be in peace. The Lord said He's going to put the stick up. He's going to put the kingdoms back together, north and south, south and north. The 12 tribes assemble back, Megatron. They assemble back to one. And the Lord said, "What? You should be my nation, and you should be my people, and I shall be thy God." That's what YAHAWAH BaHashem Yahawashi said. That's what's coming. The promise to Jacob, Israel, eternal life, immortality. To see the heavens open up, to have dominion on all creatures, on everything in the seas, the earth, and the heavens. Angels being subject to you. Angels on earth, gods on earth. On earth, as it is in heaven, the heavens. The Lord said He's going to give YAHAWASHI the earth. YAHAWASHI is not in the earth yet. But when He comes back on the earth, everyone will know. It said, all eyes shall see. Every eye shall see and every tongue shall confess. Every knee shall bow. Yahweh BAHASHAM Yahushai does declared it already from the beginning. And we're just playing it out now. It's just playing out. So, with that, Lord willing, this is edifying. We'll give all praises to Yahweh, BAHASHAM Yahushai, BAHASHAM Rakakadash, double honor, shalom, double honor to the Apostle of Israel, aka the Apostle of Great Millstone. Shalom till next time. Hey, stay strong. Hey, you see what's happening out here, man. Yahweh BAHASHAM Yahushai is on the way to return, to put his righteous judgments back on the earth. Because right now the law is slacked. Righteous judgments do not go forth right now. Esau's still walking around here amok. Amalek still walking around here amok, talking about, oh yeah, I apologize to this community, man. We're gonna show you that the Lord, thus saith the Lord of the Bible, God of the Bible is in the Bible. There's plenty of scriptures. We said, He gonna bind the kings together through His people Israel. So with that, I'm gonna just say shalom.